Greetings, Bassketeers. Josh Fossgreen here, back at you to multiply some more riffage. Are you ready? So hopefully you've been following along with the last couple videos, but you don't have to run away if you haven't, because you can still start here if you really want to. So what we're doing is we're taking just a basic lick that everybody really should know, because it's a very pleasurable lick. Oh, so pretty, especially when I play it right. So I'll show you that real quick in a second. And we're playing with different ideas to turn that into many, many different ideas. The point is not for you to learn this one lick and then turn it into more ideas. The point is for you to learn the skill of turning one thing into many things so that you can take the things you know and turn those into many, many, many things you know. This can make improvising a lot easier, and it can help get you unstuck from playing the same thing over and over and over, which I know from experience, because it happens to all of us sometimes, that it just sucks to feel like, wow, I sure have played that before, So this hopefully will free you from that feeling. So the lick we're dealing with, again, we're in G major. We're just playing D, C, B, G, D, C, B, G. So starting up on a high D on the 19th fret of the G string, D, C, B, G on the D string, D on the A string, and then we just go D, C, B, and then back up to that G on the D string. It's all written out in the PDF, which you can get in the description for free. Okay, so what we're doing today is note sequencing. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So this is a way of doing note tweaking like we were talking about in the previous lesson, but it's more structured and systematic. So sequencing, basically just, this is not a music theory dictionary definition, but it basically means we're taking an idea and we're just scooting it around through the scale, maintaining the diatonic interval relationships within it. So if I'm going 5th to 4th to 3rd, if I scoot it up a scale degree, I'm going to go 6th to 5th to 4th. Okay, all the number distances from each other are going to maintain the same, even though, maintain the same, that's not English. They're going to stay the same even though the actual specific intervals are going to change, right? Because we're going whole step, half step. If we scoot up a scale tone, we're going to go whole step, whole step. That's kind of the point of doing this, is you're going to get some different sounding ideas by sequencing through the scale. So we're actually going to play this lick in a lower octave today. And I'm going to drop the bass out of the play along, which we'll get to in a second. And we're going to try taking this all the way through the scale until we get back to starting on the 5th up at the top. So let me just talk you through this real quick before we do it. So this is all written out in the PDF, but normally we're playing 5th, 4th, 3rd, root, 5th, 4th, 3rd, root. I'll just say 5, 4, 3, root, just to save all my th sounds for later. Okay, so 5, 4, 3, root, 5, 4, 3, root. So if I sequence that up one note in the scale, all the numbers are going to get 1 added to them. So I'm going to go 6, 5, 4, 2, 6, 5, 4, 2, which basically puts me in the A Dorian mode, right? So we're just going through the modes, or you can think of it as scooting through the G major scale. It's all the same diff. So I get 6, 5, 4, 2, 6, 5, 4, 2, and I'm maintaining the same octave relationships here too. Then I scoot up another one, 7, 6, 5, 3, 7, 6, 5, 3. Then I get root 7, 6, 4, root 7, 6, 4, 2, root 7. Now the numbers get weird around the octave point because we go from 7 back to 1, but we're actually doing it in different octaves. Bear with me. 2, 1, 7, 5, 2, 1, 7, 5, 3, 2, 1, 6, 3, 2, 1, 6, 4, 3, 2, 7, 4, 3, 2, 7, and then we're back to 5, 4, 3, 1, 5, 4, 3, 1. Isn't that cool? We could do this the other way too. We could go downward. Okay, so let's try playing along together through this whole sequence that I've written out in the PDF. Let's try it as 8th notes first. So we'll just do this with the drum beat. It's going to sound like this. Ooh, I missed that note. Okay, and then we'll try the 16ths after that for those of you who are very ambitious. I include myself among you. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and starting on the 6th, starting on the 7th, starting on the root, starting on the 2nd, starting on the 3rd, starting on the 4th, starting on the 5th. did it. Okay, let's try to 16th notes. I don't know why, just for fun. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whew. I don't think I was breathing that whole time. So, the point of doing it that fast, really, I said I don't know what the point is, but there really is a point, which is just so that you can quickly get your fingers to these licks in the future. The faster you can play them, the less you need to think about them for them to happen. So if I took this back into context of our play along, which is just in G major, it's sort of vacillating on C and D chords, but it's basically G major. Okay, so I can just play with those sequence licks. That sounds a little funny. This isn't a very 7th heavy play along. That doesn't really work in this context. Okay, that's fine. That's cool. It's the exact same as the original lick, starting on the 2nd because it's off the Mixolydian, which is the same as the major except for the 7th, and we're not playing the 7th. Anyway, so that's cool to end on the 5th like that. That kind of works. That's fun. So this is the thing that I want to happen for you, is you try one of these variations over some kind of play along, and then it gives you more ideas to play with. You think, ooh, I like the sound of that, and then you go doop-a-doop-a-doo, and you try some new things, and all of a sudden you're accidentally improvising and coming up with new ideas. These structures are really intended as launch pads or trampolines or something bouncy. They're intended to be bouncy. So sequencing is super powerful. Again, what you're supposed to do after you watch this lesson is think of, let's see, just to give you specific homework, think of 3 riffs you know, okay? And then sequence them through whatever scale that they fit in. You could even go back to lesson 1, switch them to a new scale, then sequence them through that scale. And then go back to lesson 2 and tweak some of the notes from there to make it work better with whatever play along you're using. Thank you for joining me. Make sure to subscribe so you can see the rest of this series, and I'll see you next time.
Ha 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 ha, the power of bass compels you. Subscribe to this channel for more bass lessons, or click on the video preview to watch another one right now. Ha 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 ha.